Today we learn about images in HTML. Images are added within the image tag. It's a self-closing tag, which means it doesn't need a closing partner. So let's take a look at it inside of VS Code. First of all, we can create an image by using the image tag. The image tag looks like this, and it has two attributes, the source attribute and the alt attribute. The source attribute is basically used to define the location of the image, while the alt attribute is used to create a fallback text in case the image can't be loaded. And it is also used for search engines to understand your content, and in case you have visually impaired users, the screen reader will basically read out the alt text. So the alt text is pretty important as well. Now let's get an image to use on our website. We can, for example, use Unsplash or download it pretty much anywhere online. We could, for example, display this image. Then we are going to press download for free. We are going to take the image once it has been downloaded, and we're going to drag it right into our folder in VS Code. So we're basically going to go here, we're going to drag it into our folder. The name is kind of weird right now, so we're going to rename the image to my image, for example. The name doesn't really matter though. And now we can basically use the source attribute to define the path to our image. And right now, the image is basically in the same folder, so we're just going to enter or just going to write the name inside of the source attribute by defining my -image.jpg. And now if we save our website, it should basically already display our image. Obviously the image is way too big, but we could change it, for example, by using the width attribute and, for example, putting this to, for example, 100 pixels or 500 pixels or whatever. But usually it's obviously not recommended to use HTML attributes for styling, and you usually use CSS for this. I just wanted to show you that this is basically the image and that you can also use the width attribute to basically rescale the image, but this is not the recommended way. And as I already mentioned, it's also important to use an alt text, so we could basically say that we have some glasses on a chair. And now, in case the image can't be loaded, we will basically have this fallback text, or if a screen reader would read out our website, it would basically read out this alt text. So this is basically all you need to know about images in HTML.